Hello everyone, my name is Analysis Guy, and welcome back to another scene analysis breakdown video, whatever you want to call it. And I learned my lesson in the last video. I'm not going to be rambling as much, so right now, just to save you the trouble, if you want to check the description below, you will see timestamps of the different scenes we're going to be looking at. I don't want to waste your time, I'm here to give you some good content, so if you only want to check out like one or two scenes, no problems with it. Without further ado, however, we're going to get into the forest, starting with this introduction scene, and we're going to be going over why it is so bad. The forest has almost no redeeming quality to it, and we are going to be breaking it down. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. It's important to note that you don't need that title. We get it's the forest. You don't have to immediately show a forest. So, right away there was a problem with that scene. It's not a real scene. It doesn't exist until the very... In fact, it's a spoiler, almost. That scene doesn't even take place until the very end of the movie. You completely ruin your own environment with a scene, and then you don't even go anywhere with it. What are you doing? Okay, so when it comes to horror, you have to have something. You have to have the we'll go with red. Well, you have to have event number one, right? And then that leads to a plot. Come on, mouse. There, that. But you have to have a plot element right after a jump scare. No plot element. Then why did you have the jump scare? Why did you have that scene? You see, this is the problem with horror movies. Now, if it was like, let's say, introduction and then event, we're just going to label that E, event and then plot, then that's fine. Then that, my dear friends and children, that is what we call a okay thing. This what we've got here, no, not so much. But we'll continue.
I'm here.
After 48 hours, we have to assume a person has gone through with their suicide plan.
No, she's alive.
Top acting, by the way. Just top-notch acting. No, she's alive. She's alive. I assure you. She's alive. Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Okay, so this scene is the setup to one of the very first jump scares in the movie. You are not going to be affected by this jump scare because I'm going to narrate everything wrong with it. So it's actually about a minute longer than what I've said. There has been a minute prior and a minute going in. Here we have this okay, first of all, she's emotionless, right? She has no emotion to her face. But then we've got this tent. We don't care about tents. We have no idea what tents mean. Instead, we just go into the basement, and there's this random tent, and there is this little girl. You can clearly tell that there's someone inside of the tent. What's the point? A slow unveiling of the tent doesn't matter. This whole scene does not matter. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Cool. Okay, what was the point? When it comes to horror movies, you have to have a scare, and then there has to be danger, right? So you have, let's say, you have the scare, okay? SC, the scare. That has to lead to something of danger. It's gonna be Dan. It has to lead to Dan. Scare has to lead to danger. If you don't have any danger, what's the point of scaring you? What's there to fear if there's nothing to hurt you? See, my problem with this whole jump scare sequence is that there isn't leading anything to it. There's nothing leading after, because she just wakes up in her bed like it's all in her head anyway. That's a theme for later. Okay, stop. You're already wasting my time. So, if you go back, you see this entire sequence starting from around 14 minutes and 45 seconds into the movie, right? We get this part, okay? So we got this. Then we have all the way until 16 minutes she arrives at this destination. Okay, a minute and 15 seconds doesn't sound too long, but when your entire movie takes place in the form of an hour and a half, every little minute counts. And you've already set your own pace, okay? You had your first jump scare in the first, 2 minutes? 2 minutes? I can't write. I'm not good with a mouse. Yeah, your first jump scare in 2 minutes. So, what's the point of these scares? So we'll have the S here. This is the scare. This would be dead periods, and this is going to be plot. That's good. Plot. So we've got scare, plot, danger. So you got the scare, but then it drops down to here, and then we kind of get some plot, and then it goes back down, and it stays here, and you get some plot, and it goes back down. It goes back down. What is this pattern you've got working with here? What's this pattern you've got? It doesn't make any sense, because what you've got is a whole lot of wasted time. This movie wastes so much time. Can't do that in a horror movie. If we want to refresh ourselves on the genre, this is a thriller. A supernatural horror and thriller. A thriller needs to be fast-paced. If it's not fast-paced, then what is it? If you have a slow thriller, what is that? What is a slow thriller? What kind of oxymoronic statement is that? What, are we going to have a fast speed race? Is that it? I don't understand. I don't understand this thinking here. Why would you make it to where you have your first jump scare, your first sequence, your first main event, the first thing we see of your movie right after the title is a chase scene, okay? You have a chase scene, all right? So you have the chase, it's C is chase. And then, followed by that, you have nothing. You have green light all across the board. Nothing, not a bit. What was the point of this? Is it to foreshadow that someone's going to be running in a forest, so they're going to be in danger? Oh, we better go save her, huh? No. You are ruining your own movie. Stop it. We're continuing. This scene. Okay. Nothing choreographs I am drawing focus to a corpse than this angle. Right here. There's a little bit of ominous sound that is going to make her want to go toward it. But for the rest of us, we kind of know, don't go down. We're not sitting here going, oh no, don't open it. Don't reveal it. Don't ruin your plot within 30 seconds. And the jump scare is ruined in 3 now. So, look at this. Oh, it's a body. What did you think it was going to be? Did you think it was going to be Candy? Did you think it was going to be your sister? There is no way that... Okay, so you can argue that this is great. How would she know if it wasn't her sister? Oh, the mystery lies in her. No, the mystery is carried through by the audience. You are who we need to be, who need to be mystified, I should say. The mystery needs to go to you. It does not matter at all if she is confused. It doesn't matter whatsoever. Useless. She might as well not even be there because she's fucking useless. You can't do anything with her. It matters not if she is scared. It doesn't matter if she doesn't know. It doesn't matter whatsoever if she is mystified. It only matters if you feel all that. When we know it's only been 20 minutes in the movie and it's not going to ruin anything. This movie's an hour and a half. They're not going to find her dead sister and then go, oh, I better figure out what happened to her. No. If she goes into the suicide forest and killed her, and then we find her corpse, oh, she killed herself. That's where we're all going to go. Or she was murdered. But that's not what this movie's about. So there's no reason to drag out this scene like, oh, what's under that? It's not going to move. And if it did, what kind of idiotic... To summarize this scene, you wasted your time. It was a waste of a jump scare. You disgust me. Next scene.
You have sadness in your heart. They will use it against you. And they can find you and make you see things and make you want to die. And you do it yourself.
Okay.
Keep note of that, because she ignores that warning, and it really makes me mad. Okay, so this is one of the criticisms I had with this movie. In order for this to be supernatural or paranormal, you have to have a natural event. So we're going to have natural. We're going to have natural all around. We're just going to do that. That's natural. This is natural because it's easier to draw lowercase. But inside this area, the forest, we're going to do it in blue. And the forest, everything inside of it will be green. You have to have supernatural. Supernatural has to take place away from natural, which is why we call it supernatural. This is a natural world, everything outside of the forest. Everything outside of the forest, you know, this is supernatural interacting with natural, supernatural interacting with natural, supernatural interacting with natural, and supernatural interacting with, you guessed it, natural. However, when she says, I can just sense it, and by the way, she is telling the truth. She does, quite frankly, sense her sister being alive, and when she dies, her sister, played also by the same actress, is like, oh no, she's dead. Oh, I am so sad. So, right away, you have a supernatural ability that doesn't exist in our natural world, our world, so this whole thing is supernatural. Whoosh, take away the supernatural, it's all natural interacting with natural. Cancels out. You can't have a supernatural ability here and then just expect it to not be. And it's like, oh, the forest is weird. Well, I'm weird. She's weird. She's supernatural interacting with supernatural. She kills him. If he was the main character, I would understand that. But he's not. He's a side character. It's stupid. Absolutely stupid. Moving on. Oh, this jump scare. Okay. So once again, I'm just going to describe how jump scares work for those of you who don't know. You have the scare, and then what should happen is you have the danger. So you have the danger, the scare, the danger, something to fear. Do you fear this old woman? Do you fear this old woman? Do you feel her? No? You don't fear her? No, you shouldn't, because she's an old lady. You see her again, but it's pointless. She's just a senile old woman. Again, this is exactly what you're doing right now, if you didn't know and you were watching this movie. You're just going, oh my god. Oh, dear sweet Neptune. You can't do that with a horror movie. You just can't. You can't ruin a jump scare with having nothing to it. Think about it like, when Jason pops out of nowhere or he's just behind somebody, right? You know they're about to bite it. You know they're about to die. Something's about to happen. They're about to get attacked. That's what jump scares should do. They should be the scare before imminent danger. When you keep recycling, and don't get me wrong, you can have a scare followed by nothing. You can. It's quite all right. You can do that, but you can't abuse it. You can't do it again and again, and again, and again. And that's all we see in this movie. It's the same recycled jump scare with no immediate danger, and you go, oh, it's okay, it's that again. End of that rant. Now let's move on.
I can't prove to you that I'm right. All I can do is ask you to understand where I'm coming from.
I still think you should not go.
Why?
Because you're sad.
Oh, look at that! Another person telling you not to go in the forest because you're sad. Maybe, just maybe, you don't go. I think that sounds great. You don't go. You're gonna go because you're stupid. Again, I'm just bringing attention to that a little bit. Again, the movie is telling you not to fear anything. Do you have any idea how pointless that is? Imagine if you went in to watch Jason, right? And the first thing they said was, hey, don't fear him. He's not going to hurt you. And then people started dying. That's different. That is people being ignorant to something. In this case, however, they were all right. Don't be sad and go in the forest. Don't believe what you see. All this other good jazz. And what does she do? What does this brilliant young woman do? She just takes a massive L. Because she believes every word. Everything that happens in the forest, she believes. And we are going to jump right to the first thing she does. Alright? The first thing she sees that is going to really mess up her mind. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Here it is. She sees a hanging body. Literally the thing that messes her up. That's going to come back for them. So the Rangers can find him. Anyway. See how I answered that? You know how many times I've seen this movie trying to make sense of what director decision they were going for here? Yeah, there's a lot. The worst part is that I know that this is a rant, and I gotcha. And most people aren't going to watch this because it is a rant. But you can't just ruin your own horror movie with this cheap shit. You can't. Alright, so this is the jump scare in the movie that really needs you to pay attention to. It's going to have quite a big event. It's going to be really impactful to the story. You're going to need to see it. It is one of the most important jump scares in the movie. She's about to get hurt. She's going to get attacked. Oh look, old women. Oh no, she's fine, because it's the same fucking worthless jump scare we've seen throughout this entire movie, where nothing happens. Wonderful. Wow. Really glad it took a minute to set that up. Golly gosh darn heckin' willikers, I sure do feel satisfied now that she's woken up from another illusion from the thing that's in her head, because she is messed up right now and in a suicide forest that is legitimately haunted in what's supposed to be a supernatural horror movie, but is all natural because she possesses supernatural abilities, so it should be a natural v natural scenario. Oh, but you know, those don't exist because that's just what we call a horror movie. Oh my god. Worthless. You are fucking stupid. You are so stupid. Why? I know, okay, spoiler alert, she's gonna tell her not to trust Aiden, alright? That's what's gonna happen. I'm not even gonna give it more credit because this scene is garbage. What? Okay, so maybe it's just me, but if I was in a suicide forest and a random person popped up, yeah, I might listen, alright? I might. But after I've been told that I will hallucinate, and this person just happens to pop up at night, I would probably have my doubts, but I would kind of believe that they were real at this point. When I would not believe they were real is later, and I will point to that in just a second. But right now, this entire scene is a bit of a aggravation moment for the audience. Remember, it does not matter in horror if let's say, you know, it doesn't matter if she is a threat or not. It doesn't matter. It matters what the audience, that's you. This is you. You are the audience. Your leg is kind of busted and you don't have there we go. Whatever. It matters if she is scaring you. If she's not scaring you, it doesn't matter. She's completely worthless. Mark her out. But if she is scaring, if the audience knows not to trust her, and the main character, we're just going to call her question mark, doesn't, then all it does is it just makes you mad. Okay? That's all it's going to do. It's going to make you upset. Your green face on your red body that is completely legitimately drawn by me and doesn't look bad at all is going to be upset at the fact of how stupid this character is being because of the situation she is in. That is not good horror. You want this reaction, and this reaction to be as, and I know this is going to be a repeated sentence, as natural as possible. You want this to be as close to reality as humanly possible. The farther you get away from it, the more irritated this person becomes. Stick too heavily toward actual reality, the movie is completely boring. Because, first of all, she can't sense her sister. She wouldn't go to Japan. She would assume she's dead. There you go. Movie stopped. Everyone's done. That's getting clustered. We're moving on. Just a small message to horror directors. Stop using cell phones as your source of light. Even in the movie. I know that I've seen the behind the scenes. This movie is filmed with tons of lighting. Stop relying on just the cell phone. It's hard to see and it's boring. Also, there's going to be a jump scare in like 4 seconds. I'm pretty sure. Okay, maybe not 4 seconds. Perfect. You see, you fell because there's no light. Remember that ratio I was talking about? Where, like, you as the person watching, here you are again with your tinier red body, and you have to react to the scene. You are going to be weary of her. She is a no. No. You are also going to have to react to her. Usually it should be sympathy. Not this time. You're mad. You're mad. Because she is not behaving as a normal person would. She is being stupid. She is being unnatural. UN. Okay, so this is the scene right now. This is you. This is you right here. Just to recap. Screwed that up, but oh well. What is the point of this scene again? This scene in structure is supposed to be like, oh, she's coming to save the day. This scene is trying to paint her out to be the hero. But we can clearly tell she's not. It's so heavily set up to where she is evil and she is supposed to be good that we can clearly tell that this scene is poorly designed. She should not have been introduced in this way. I've already explained what she should have been in the analysis of this movie. So I will put a link to the description down below, and you can see the complete breakdown of what she should have been. What she should have been is not what she is. Because right now, this is kindergarten level jump scare. Okay, this is kindergarten level horror, and we are going to go through, and I am going to go fast forward right to the... Look at that. She's running. Oh my god, the danger. Right now, you are not feeling sorry for her. You're not. There's no way you're feeling any empathy toward her. Anyway, right here also, this cave has one entrance. This is the entrance to the cave. You're there. Why would this girl all of a sudden know this cave like the back of her teenage Japanese girl hand? Senpai's not teaching her jack shit in this cave, woman. Again, right now, kindergarten level. There is no depth to this movie. We know it's in her head. We know everything that is going on. She has now seen maggots in her arm. She has seen maggots in her arm. She has seen... Go back to that. Maggots in her arm. Right? They are there. They are real to her. She is seeing them. Those are the maggots. She is trying to cut them out with the knife. What happens if she does this? She's going to cut that artery, and she's going to bleed out everywhere. She's going to die. So we see the maggots, okay? We see the maggots. They're here too. Right here. Maggots. Maggots. They don't work like this. But they're there. That's what she's seeing. Here we go. Remember what they said earlier? It's all in your head. You're sad. Don't believe what you see. Okay. We're going to just go ahead and watch this. Hey, Sarah. Oh my god. Hey, there's something over here. Look at that. Ah. What's going on over here? Hey, look at that. And they're gone. Right away. Any person is going, oh, it's in my head. This is her. Because she's kind of dumb. She's just kind of in La La Land right now. That's her. But it's all in your head. It's all right here. All right there. In your head. There is nothing more to it. This spells it out so painfully clear. In fact, we've got it here and we've got it here, right? So, you've got this and you've got that. There are no maggots anymore. What are you doing, okay? What in the hell are you doing? Dumb. So dumb. 10 types of dumb. 1,000 bajillion different varieties of stupid is what this is. I'm supposed to be scared for you, okay? I'm supposed to be like, oh man, this forest is playing her, right? Or is it? Is it real? Is it not? As the audience, as the viewer, as the guy watching the movie, I should be watching going, what is happening? What is this? Is it real? No, you, the director, have shown me 100%. There's not even a doubt in the room of this theater that this is in her head. It's fake. It's all in her head. You have done this. You have spoiled your movie. Am I ranting enough for you? I have no sympathy for this character. I now know she's going to die. I now know Aiden is probably going to die. At this point in time, I don't even care about the movie anymore. I'm just waiting for it. As I said in my analysis, I will quote it, when you make it so obvious that these characters are going to die, I'm not watching a horror movie, you invited me into a slaughter. There's nothing here. I know exactly what's going to happen. Moving on. Yeah. Predictable as shit, isn't it? Look, he's dead. The thing that we all knew was going to happen. Oh my god, look! Jess wasn't in that room either. Holy crap. Let's go ahead and watch as pretty much exactly what you think is going to happen happens. Look, he grabbed her wrist. Bye! Oh no, what? I ended up slitting my own wrists? Oh no, I never saw it coming. This is so rude. Now I am bleeding out, and I'm going to be one with the forest. How adorable. And now let us watch our friendly little guide as he stands and is sad, staring off into the distance. Look at that. What is that faint image we see? I have no idea. What could it be? Oh no, it's exactly what we think it is. He's fine. She can't leave the forest, remember? That's not even a good jump scare. Dumb. That movie was top to bottom garbage. Absolutely terrible. Alrighty guys, that is going to do it for me. That was a bit of a rant, but it got a lot off my chest. My name is That Analysis Guy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and I will see you all next time. Peace.